Hello and welcome to another update video about XLM. XLM, a bit of a dangerous chart. Yeah, I talked about that. We had 5 waves down into the January 23 lows. That is certainly not bullish, especially not because the move before was a 3-wave move to the upside. So that already puts this chart in not a great position. The last rally we had here to the upside was also just a 3-wave correction. And I warned about this chart many times. It could easily break to new bear market lows at any time in a 3rd wave, because we had off this high, which was made in May 21, a wave 1 to the downside, a wave 2 to the upside, and it could rally or could break down in a 3rd wave. However, would need confirmation for that, and I will not get confirmation before we break below 7.6 cents. It will increase in likelihood that we're breaking down in the 3rd wave already as soon as we break below 9.5 cents. It's the white wave count, which is the bearish one. Now, with these structures, you can never rule out that it might do a higher wave too. Of course, it's possible. For example, this ABC structure might just have been the first A wave of the wave 2, a larger A wave. It might now follow through to the downside, I don't know, in a B wave, and would then still be able to rally in a C wave. That's possible, but so far we haven't even got any signal that this C wave has started. If that happens, I will let you know. This is certainly a possibility, but nothing that I see as a clear setup right now on the chart. It can also rally in the yellow wave count. That would be the bullish interpretation. It's more like a hopium wave count, where we're moving up in a diagonal structure, and the wave 4 came down very deep. But the wave 4 retraced more than it would be ideal for a wave 4. You normally don't want a wave 4 lower than the 50% fib level. Okay, in a diagonal, we can expect or accept the 61.8 retracement. It's done that, and that's the only reason why it's still on the chart. So the 10.9 cent level would be important support for the yellow wave count. Could rally higher in the 5th wave, of course. Yeah, but is it a clear setup? Not really, and we won't have a clear setup on the long side until we see a first 5-wave move to the upside, followed by a 3-wave pullback. I can just outline until then the relevant support levels. This is one, yeah, the 61.8 retracement level. I believe I highlighted it before as relevant, but it's more like a hopium count, because anyway, poor probabilities if you have a chart that rallied only in 3 waves. It's not even impulsive. I mean, not even these subwaves are impulsive. So again, it would have to be a diagonal, which means that also in the yellow wave count, if the yellow wave count follows through, the wave 5 would be an ABC structure, which is also not very desirable because you're dealing with corrective structures, which are often unreliable. But yeah, the yellow wave count is technically possible. It should ideally then avoid, however, a break below 10.9 cents. Until then, the white wave count is absolutely likely as well, but it would take a break below the 9.5 cent level to confirm. As you can see here, already below 10.9, the white wave count will also get more likely, then below 9.5, and then below 7.6 cents. So it's like cascading probabilities. Yeah, the confirmation for a certain wave count increases. For example, the confirmation for the white wave count increases the more of these support levels are breaking. Now, if we zoom in a little bit, I mean, you can't really see anything bullish at the moment on this chart. It's just sort of following the trend line to the downside, to be honest. Yeah. And a sustained break above the trend line might be a very, very early hint that this yellow wave count has started. But it's or an extension of the wave 2, which we discussed also. And if it's a wave 2 that is rallying, price could still rally all the way up to 55.3 cents. Now, again, it's hopium. Yeah, there's currently no evidence for that, but this is technically what the chart would allow the wave 2 to do. That's why we've got it as resistance on the chart. So unfortunately, there is not really anything clearer. It's just been moving for a long time. If I zoom out even further, you can see that it's been moving sideways for a long time, very long time. And it's a little bit like the XRP chart structurally, which gives a very similar perspectives. Yeah, I mean, if you take the bigger picture into account, it could be that all of this is just moving as a triangle, and certainly not very desirable, because then you're just range trading, yeah, which you can do. Yeah, that's also why I said, look, this wave 2 might just be a larger ABC structure. This would actually be in line with the triangle wave count as well. in which we would have like an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, a D wave, and the D wave would be an ABC structure, A, B, C, okay? So very much in line with the wider wave count anyway, so we don't need to put too many scenarios on the chart if they're overlapping anyway in the short term, not to confuse anybody. Yeah, that's my update about XLM. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.